it's your girl Deandra. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hola, como estas? How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. I have not said that in so long, and it actually kind of felt good to say it again. As you can see by the title, today I am coming at you guys with a whole different type of video. Today I'm going to just be talking about my cons with frontals. As you can see, I have a frontal on right now. I love frontals. I feel like they are convenient sometimes, especially when you are on the go or you don't feel like doing your hair. You can just pop on a wig, or if you have sewing like me, this is sewing, you could just fix your hair up how you want, and you don't have to worry about your real hair. But then again, it comes with your cons, because frontals are not all as good as people hype them up to be. I feel like in this generation right now, frontals are what's popping right now. Like, everybody and their mama know about frontals, wear frontals. They didn't came out with men frontals now. Like I said, I feel like they are convenient, because if you are somebody that has lost your hair in the front, or you don't have a lot of hair and you want the feeling of having that fullness in the front of your hair again, then you get a frontal and it solves your problems. I started wearing frontals in October of last year, so I'm very new to it, but I'm like over it already. I went to go get it professionally done, and it was after probably like a week or two, my frontal just started doing the most. She used tape for mine, and it took out, like, not like my actual edges, but like just this part right here. It like left like bumps, and so like my scalp was bleeding because of that, and it ruined it. Well, it didn't really ruin it, but I never went back to get my hair done from her, basically, because I didn't like how she did it, and I figured out how to do it by myself. So I've been doing my frontals by myself ever since then. I have not let anyone do my hair but me. No one is allowed to touch my hair. No one is allowed to do my makeup. Nobody's allowed to do anything on me except do my nails. I'm just gonna go on to why I am not really against frontals, but like I'm just not on the same side as I was before. I'm not as pro frontal anymore. I'm like in the middle. So the first thing that came to mind when I thought about frontals and why like I'm toning down on it is, number one, is that they are addicting. Once you start getting a frontal, like, you get addicted to it, and you want to keep wearing them. You're thinking about the next style you're going to do with your frontal. And after I got my first one, I was just so used to just having my edges already done, not having to do it, and just putting the hair up in a ponytail if I wanted to, or just leaving it back and putting a bonnet on and calling it a night. And then when I started doing it myself, it was the same thing. Like, I was just used to it. Once my hair got old, I knew that, okay, I'm going to order some new bundles and do everything that I do when I put my new hair in. So it just got to the point of, it's just got addicting. Like I said, it's just addicting. I feel like you have to have self-control when you wear a frontal. It's honestly like a drug, because once you're in it, you're going to keep wanting to do it. You're used to your hair being a certain way. You don't see your natural hair, so you're used to it being like this. So it's addicting, very addicting. The second thing that I thought about is the money and how much it costs. My hair, I go with Ali Pearl, and it costs me about $179 every 3 months. If you round that up, I'm not about to do math right now, okay? I'm not about to do math, but if you round that up, it's a lot of money a year that I pay for bundles that are just in my hair. And then sometimes I don't reuse the hair, I just throw it away, and now I don't. Like, I don't do that. I keep the hair because I pay too much for it. I pay too much to just throw it in the garbage. Like, it costs too much. That is a lot of money to just be throwing in the garbage. So now I keep it, and I either recycle it and turn it into like a wig, or I save it for another time that I want to wear hair. But it's so expensive, and then you have to make sure that you have the right frontal and the right bundles, because if you go to a company whose quality is horrible, then it's no point. It's just all bad. Like, you have to make sure that you're with a company that you like, that gets good quality and you know the frontals are going to last for a long time, because if you don't, then you're just wasting your money. Horrible. It's bad. I had went through this company on Amazon because I was trying to take the cheap route. The cheap route. There is no cheap route with hair, by the way. Trying to take the cheap route, and my frontal didn't turn out how it was supposed to. It looked fake, and it was just bad. Like, the quality of the hair was bad. It started tangling up after like probably like 3 days before it started to tangle up and get bad. And then I went to the hair store, my beauty supply store. I went there, and I usually don't get hair from her. She knows I don't get hair from her, but I was just like, I don't have time to wait for my bundles to get here because I had something to do that weekend. So I was like, I'm not about to order, I'm gonna just go to the hair store. And she actually had a frontal in a bundle by Bare Naturals, which is the worst hair company ever. That's like one of the main beauty supply store brands. They're horrible. I had bundles with them. The wefts are so thin. They're so thin, it's horrible. But that's another story. That is a whole nother story. But I went there, got that hair, I can just go like this, and that stuff started tangling. It was shedding so bad. I lost the whole weft. I'm positive I lost a whole bundle just from doing this. Like, that hair was so bad. But yeah, you have to make sure you know what you're investing in before you just go and buy your frontal and your bundles. Next thing is that it's very high maintenance. Now, if you are the person to wear the tape and the glue, then it's not high maintenance at all, because it's gonna last for a minute. But me, I don't use that stuff because, one, I have sensitive skin, and two, I don't like heavy products on my head, and I don't want something like glue or tape on me. So I just use Got To Be Glued, which is not actual glue, it's more of a gel. It's more for, I don't want to sound like, I don't even know how to put this, but it's more for white people, okay? It's more for white people to use to spike their hair up. That it even has it on the bottle. So we use it to hold our frontals down. And sometimes when it's hot and it's just doing too much, it starts to come up. Usually I have elastic on, but that is another one of my cons I'm gonna get to. But right now I don't have one on because, like I said, it's another thing that I gotta get to. But it lifts up, especially when it's hot. So like, if you be lucky, you gotta make sure you are not sweating when you put it down for it to last a good 2 days. Not even 2 days, like a day and a half for it to last. Next thing is, like I said, is the elastic. Now, I know a lot of people use elastic to hold the frontals down. That is like the main source to make sure that your frontal stays down. But for me, this happened probably like, I don't even know how long ago this happened, but it happened a while ago. And on this side of my head, like behind my ear, it just kept getting sore. It was getting sore to the point where I felt like my elastic was just getting tighter and tighter. And it wasn't getting tight. It was that the elastic was like digging into my skin behind my ear, and it got to the point where I had like a scab on my head, and I had to cut the elastic off because it was hurting my head so bad, and I had to make sure I had oil and massaged it. So now it looks like, I don't know if it's still there, but at first it looked like I had a bald spot like right behind my ear because of the elastic. And that was like the first sign I was like, I'm done with frontals, like I cannot do this. And then I did my hair again because the elastic wasn't holding down. I mean, my frontal was not holding down like I wanted it to. So I had to put the elastic back on. So I put the elastic back on, and this side started to do it. And I was like, I'm not sure if it. I said to myself, I did not put this elastic on here tight. I know I didn't. I was like, this is the loosest I've ever had my elastic. And it did the same thing on this side. So I had to cut it again. So right now I don't have elastic band on, so it's just the frontal laying down with the Got To Be Glued. But the elastic's really, it helps a lot to keep your frontal down, and you don't have to put the glue on if you have it on tight enough. But right now I just can't do it because I'm scared that that's gonna happen again, and that's one reason I'm taking a break from frontals, because I feel like it's gonna happen again, and I'm just gonna keep getting sore right there, and I don't want that to happen. Another one I put down was skin change, and what I meant by that is that When I came back from vacation, actually I think it was before then, but when I came back from vacation, um, and I took it off, you could see that my skin was a little bit lighter than the rest of my face. And I didn't like it because it kind of lowered down my confidence to where I felt like I could not wear my real hair anymore, because like underneath it you're gonna see like, oh, it's a little bit lighter, so I can't, I'm forced to wear this. But I'm not gonna let the little tiny spot of lightness stop me from wearing my natural hair that God gave me. So in the next few videos, you guys might see me with my natural hair. It's gonna take me a long time to build up that confidence, because I have not worn my natural hair in God knows how long. I have not worn my natural hair since freshman year, and that was about 6 years ago. Wait, yeah, I think it was like, damn it, how long ago was that? Hold on. Yeah, that was like 6 years ago. I graduated 2 years ago, so that was like 6 years ago since the last time no, I lied. I wore my natural hair in high school. Duh. I wore my natural hair senior year. So senior year was the last time I wore my natural hair, and that was 2 years ago. 2016 was the last year that I wore my natural hair, and I started to wear weave again, and then I got into frontals because I seen everybody else was wearing. I was like, okay, I want to try this. Like, it looks really nice, it's really cute, and now I'm stuck with it. But like I said, I'm gonna try to get back to wearing my natural hair, and that's about it with the skins. Like, I feel like it lowers down your confidence just a little bit, because like I'm so used to wearing frontals, let alone I'm used to wearing weave, so I'm not used to wearing my natural hair. So it kind of lowers it down, because like I kind of like depend on bundles now to make me happy. I'm always saying, like, if my hair isn't done, then I'm just not right. Like, if my hair's not done, then I just don't feel right. Like, I know I'm beautiful, but my hair just tops it off. Like, that just makes it even popping. Just like how people feel like with their makeup, if they're not wearing makeup, then they feel like they're just not popping, but you're popping regardless. And that's something I need to learn, that like my hair is not gonna make or break me. I'm still gonna be me. It's still gonna be DeAndre, just without, you know, the bundles. Another thing is that sometimes if your frontals are too tight, they leave like little bumps on here. And I know, like, when I used to have the elastics, that I would get little bumps like right here, and they would hurt. Like, they hurt bad. Like, they were like those bad pimples that you would get. But I don't get pimples, but like, you know, I don't even know how to explain what kind of bumps they are. They were like kind of like heat bumps, I want to say. That's how bad they hurt. They were horrible. And just make sure you know how tight you're leaving your elastic, so that you don't get those bumps and they're not ruining your hair. The last thing that I'm just gonna say is that I feel like everybody has adapted to frontals. Like I said, everybody and their mama wear frontals. Everybody knows about them. It's a good chance you look at somebody's picture, they're wearing frontals. They're all over Instagram, and it's like, what frontal, what lace, right there. That one. Yeah, that one right there. Everybody's always is so onto it, and I think some of us have forgot that this is not our hair, and this is not where we came from. A lot of us have 4B, 4C hair. I have 4C hair that I do not know how to tame, and that is something that I'm going to learn. I got a lot of YouTube videos to watch because I don't know how to tame my actual hair. I take it down when I take my bundles out. I take the braids out. I wash my hair. I condition it. I blow dry it sometimes, and I massage my scalp. And the next day, I'm braiding it back up to put my bundles back in. That is how my process goes, and now I have to learn how to adapt to my natural ways for the next, because I'm going to try this for at least a month, and if I can survive a month, I'm going to keep going just to see how long I can last, because I really do want to try to wear my natural hair, because I have not worn it in so long, and I want to try to wear natural hairstyles and do the cute little puff balls with the curls. So I'm gonna really try, and I encourage everybody that wears frontals and you're so used to wearing them to try it, because this style is not gonna last forever. You're gonna have your hair forever. I mean, unless you get old and you lose all your hair, but you're gonna have your hair forever. And bundles and stuff is not gonna last. This is a trend that's slowly gonna die. So I'm gonna try to adapt to my real hair. And that is it for this video. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to your girl. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you later. Bye.